What's up, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome to GNR Frank. My name is Francisco, and today we're going to be reviewing not a gaming headset, not this time. Today we're going to be reviewing instead the new JLab Talk microphone. Let's go. I try to diversify my content from time to time. Instead of always reviewing gaming headsets, I want to try out some different things here and there because I know that as gamers, we use a wide variety of gear in our setups, and therefore I want to make sure that I touch on every point possible as long as my channel may endure. So I was walking around Best Buy the other day and I ran across this nice little JLab display with their microphones, their new microphones, right? So the middle tier, because there's three tiers, right? Basically three versions of this microphone. The middle tier is the JLab Talk, and this one was on sale. It's regularly priced at $99.99, but it was on sale for $79.99 at the moment. So I figured, hey, why not? I'll check it out, I'll pick it up, and see how it goes. So inside of the box, it's a very, very simple package, right? So you're gonna get the mic stand right here. It does open up somewhat like a tripod. Ta-da! Like so. All right. And you're also gonna have this 6-foot USB cord. And one really cool thing about the cable that I like a lot is that it's your typical USB and USB-C. This goes into the microphone, this goes into your console or your PC. And what I like about this is that the cable has a right angle here at the USB-C end that hooks into your microphone. So I think that's actually pretty nifty. It is a braided cord. It feels very durable. It feels very premium, very nice cable. And then, of course, but certainly not least, we've got le microphone. Okay, now this thing is aesthetically speaking, it looks very nice. Okay, it does have a metallic grill right here along with the top, and this right here is painted blue, I guess, just for aesthetic reasons. Although this I don't understand because it's a condenser microphone and it's side addressed, so you're going to speak to it this way, not this way. So I'm not really sure why we would do this. This actually, almost to somebody who doesn't really know much about microphones, might actually be misleading. It may lead someone to believe that they have to speak to their microphone this way, when in fact it should be this way. Cool. But anyways, the grill and up is all metal, and then everything here from this little shiny band down is all plastic, and the mount right here is metal as well. We do have two knobs here on the front. This top knob is going to control your polar patterns. There are 4 patterns included in the microphone. And then this little guy right here at the bottom, you push and you turn. So it works 2 ways. You push it once and you're going to be able to control your volume for your monitoring, which you're able to monitor by hooking up a pair of headphones here at the bottom. If you push it again, the light, this LED light that is around this big knob right here, is going to change color. So blue is for volume, green is for gain, and when you turn your knob back and forth, you're going to adjust the gain, whether it's increasing or decreasing your gain. So I really like the fact that the microphone has onboard volume and gain controls. Specifically gain controls, I think is a really great thing to have on the microphone itself. The other thing too, it is push to mute. So this big guy right here, you just push it in and you're going to mute the microphone, and you push it again to unmute. Now, I could sit here and tell you all the bells and whistles and features and numbers and frequency responses. I'm just going to put that up here in some sort of a picture for those of you who really enjoy that information. Without further ado, let's just go ahead and get this thing set up and see how it sounds. Okay, ladies and gents, as you can see, setting this thing up is actually super easy, which is one of my favorite things about USB microphones. They're plug and play. Literally, you set it up, you plug it in, and you're good to go. Now, right now I've got the microphone with the gain all the way up. I have it on its included microphone stand, and it's probably about 1.5 feet away from my mouth. This is what that sounds like. So let's go ahead and see what it sounds like as we get closer to the mouth, with the gain staying at 100%. So now it's about the same distance, probably about 1 foot away from my mouth, but I've got the microphone more oriented closer to my mouth, or directly in front of my mouth. Okay, now this is what the microphone sounds like with the gain 100%, about 6 inches from my mouth. And then this is what the microphone sounds like with 100% gain right here in my mouth, maybe about 2 to 3 inches or so away from my mouth right here. Let's go ahead and compare it to some of my other microphones. And as a matter of fact, we're going to go ahead and swap out the microphone stand and try something a little more efficient, if you will. Okay, so now I've got the microphone set up on a better microphone stand, if you will, something that's going to hold it right here directly in front of my mouth. I'm wavering between like 4 to 3 inches, maybe 5 inches away from the microphone. Gains 100%, no post-processing, nothing crazy added to it. And I find that it's definitely a microphone you want to have. Obviously, with microphones, y'all, in general, you want to have them as close as possible to your mouth, okay? With the included microphone stand, this little thing right here, it sits very low beneath your mouth, and it's just not going to pick up the warm tones, the richness of your voice. You're not going to sound that good at all. Your teammates or the people you're talking to, they're definitely going to be able to hear you. You're not going to be doing your voice any justice by keeping it down so low. So if somebody's picking up any microphone at all, I definitely recommend you get a microphone stand that's going to be able to keep the microphone at about mouth level with it, okay? Now, for reference, at the very beginning of the video, just so you can kind of get some different microphones so you can kind of compare, I was using a shotgun microphone for my camera, and which is the Takstar SGC 598, this little thing right here, which, by the way, if you're looking for a shotgun mic at a budget level, this is really damn good. All right, now, granted, the intro portion of the video for the microphone, I did include post-processing, some compression, noise cancellation, etc. Okay, so it definitely sounds juiced up, but still, that is kind of the quality that you would get with this guy compared to what you're hearing right now with this guy with zero post-processing. Let's test out some of the different polar patterns, because right now I'm using the cardioid polar pattern, which is the one that looks like Pac-Man. Okay, so for this one, basically is saying that you need to speak directly to the front of the microphone, and it's not going to pick up as much sound on the back. In order to test that out, let's see how it handles my keyboard. So now we're going to switch the polar pattern up, and we're going to use the omnidirectional, the omni polar pattern, which is a circular pattern, which means that now the microphone will pick up sound from all around. Okay, so now let's see how that sounds like, first of all, with me speaking directly to the microphone at about the same distance, and we're going to go ahead and use the keyboard again. And this time we're using the bidirectional polar pattern. The bidirectional pattern is meant for two-person interviews, streaming, voiceovers, duet music recording. Unfortunately for me, and fortunately for you, I am not much of a singer, so I will not be trying any of that singing today. But let's see how it handles the keyboard now. And now we've got the stereo pattern selected, and this is intended for, according to the box, music recording and ASMR. So let's see how it handles the keyboard this time around. This microphone is decent so far, but let's go ahead and test it up and compare it against an actual XLR broadcast level microphone and see how that sounds, which is my little baby girl right here, the Rode Procaster. Anyways, ladies and gentlemen, so if you decided to go something a little more professional and you wanted to compare it to something like an XLR microphone, such as my Rode Procaster right here, this is kind of the result that you would get as far as your vocal quality is concerned. Now, granted, it is a world of difference between a USB condenser microphone and an XLR dynamic microphone, and they operate very differently, okay? And of course, it's going to yield very different results, dramatically different results. Now, the thing is, it's that in order to get a setup like this one right here that I have, this microphone alone cost me $230. The audio interface that you need to plug it into cost me about $150. So you're talking about $380, almost $400 right there for everything together. Not everybody has the means to do that. Not everybody wants to do that. Okay, so if you're just looking for a microphone to get started, something entry level, something decent at best, that'll just get the job done, the JLab Talk is a pretty decent option. Would I suggest this for anybody trying to get seriously into podcasting? No, I don't think I would. I don't think I would. There are definitely better microphones than this that you want to use for a podcast if you want to start off, like the Blue Yeti microphone. So this guy right here, when it's not on sale, runs you about $100. And for an extra $30 or so, depending on where you shop, you can get a Blue Yeti. And a Blue Yeti microphone is a USB condenser microphone also, but it just sounds better. It does a much better job at managing your voice as opposed to JLab Talk. Now, granted that this is your first foray into the world of microphone, it's not that bad. It's not that bad. If you decide to go with this to get started on streaming on Twitch or on YouTube for YouTube commentary and whatnot, you're okay. You're going to be in good shape. Would I recommend that you go for this right off the bat? I'm always going to recommend you save your money and go XLR, but in the event that that is not an option for you financially, then JLab Talk, not a bad option. Anyways, ladies and gentlemen, I hope you found this review very helpful and informative. As usual, thank y'all so much for tuning in and watching. We finally hit 3,000 subscribers. Thank y'all so much for the support. Y'all are absolutely incredible. I'm going to have all my social media links in the description below. And just a caveat here, I am a part of an Amazon Associates affiliate program, so I will have an Amazon Associates affiliate link for the JLab Talk at the bottom. If you happen to click the link to purchase it, I will receive a small commission. Basically, any money that I get through Amazon or YouTube ads or Twitch and whatnot, I use towards the channel, okay? I have a good job, I pay my bills, thankfully everything's good there. So any money that I get from my content, I use towards the channel, be it new gear, new equipment, better setups, or more importantly, usually it ends up being new products to review for all of you. So until next time, thank you so much. Be good to yourselves, be good to one another. Peace out.